Akbar. And there's somebody who is going to be like, Mayegun, they are not about Joma and Koramoel. Anyway, 18 months. Because some people wanted to kill her for blasphemy. That's not a real place. Trust me, it's not. And that's why people are asking them, she the same Islam that they are practicing in Dubai is the same Islam these Olori Buruku jihadists, the terrorists are practicing in Nigeria. Could possible, it can never be the one. Now that one for the Tuareg. You get that? All those ones from the Tuareg, the Saheli, all those terrorists, you know what I mean? That kind of Islam they are practicing, led by the Sultan of Sokoto, the grandson, the great-grandson of Uthman Danfodio, the first and official terrorist to ever grace the land that today form a place called Nigeria. I will say it anywhere, anytime. People like us don't live with terrorists. I will never feel comfortable with terrorists, and I will never fear you. Whether you are hiding your terrorism behind the tribe, or you are hiding your own terrorism behind religion, or follow Mashe, Atiwati Sultan, because we know what they represent. And we can easily respect that if they indeed will allow everybody to go their separate ways. Maybe then just go join their cousins in Chad, Libya, and all those places. You lock somebody up. And those who killed people are walking free. And you are still asking why Nigeria is what Nigeria is. Everybody want to pretend. Everybody want to, you know what I mean? Everybody wanted to live in fear. Frustration, enter. And it got to a stage that even some of you young people have now resorted to this, haven't you? When you shout SOS, no, we need to shout SOS on this. Save our soul. It is now a pandemic. This one.
See what the Nigerian government will do us. Okosha, see our work. Okosha, see our work. People see our work, Okosha. Now, visual. Gamble now you bring for us, Okosha. You know go better for you. Visual don't chop all our money. See young boys. This 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock midnight. See what the Okosha they do us. Nigerian government help us ban visual. This Port Harcourt Agri Road, close to AP town. See this man, see I'm gonna lose. Indian native, sit down for ground. Nigerian government, when I help us, I beg. Tinubu, I know he be drug man, but help us, if you help us. Even here I do not wicked like this, Buhari no wicked like this. Tinubu drug man, help us. Show Nigerian youth, show them to us. Okosha, I know better for you. The carry people are going to kill us. You see, bad king can be this agri.
They said that is a pandemic in Nigeria now. And I think I've mentioned it before. Okay? Young men, even women, girls. Because as it is now, just anything and everything that can just take them out of this misery, this economic hardship. Did you hear the guy saying, Tinubu, we know you are a drug lord, but help us, Nigeria and youth, see what they are doing to us. People have, young people have grown suicidal in this desperation. You know, when something become addictive that way, you see as poor as Nigeria is, this one make it no shock you. They said that Nigerians, they are playing betting and they are spending over 800 billion naira in a month. I'm not kidding. Nearly 10 trillion naira a year for betting alone. Because it is like the drug. It's like the drug of the frustrated in Nigeria now. It's like drug. Young people, old people, housewives, girls, kids, and all of that. And if you now look at any member of your family and say, come, how much are you planning to win for that betting? And let's say he says, Baba, if I put this 1-5, by the time his snap is this, is that, Arsenal and Tottenham and all of that stuff, by the time everything come, Baba, now 15 million, I go get 15 million. Okay, if I give you that 15 million naira, would you stop gambling? Baba, even if you give him that 15 million naira, he will use that money to gamble again so as to win 50 million. They said it is that buzz, you know, that buzz of, what is the result? Shit. He don't come, he enter. That buzz is like drug among the young people in Nigeria today. And guess what? It is leading them down the hole, a dark hole. And they carry people go church, they go do deliverance. People are going everywhere to beg for money. They will beg for, I haven't eaten all day. I'm so hungry. Please help me. Please. And you say, okay, take this 500 naira. Moment you give them that 500 naira, it's like drug. They will run straight to go and palm and nap it so that, because that 500 naira can turn to 5 million. I kind of saw some of that back then when I was still in Nigeria. But they have now created all kinds of, they've created app for them. They have apps, they have visuals, the ones that you just have to just put your money and you go and play a game on the TV, on the screen there. If it comes, that's it, visual, you can lose 1 million, you can lose 2 million, you can lose 10 million. That one is there. You can lose a lot of money just trying to get money, because as it is in Nigeria, Chebi, you know now, it's all about money. Some of them are even saying, this one that they said Nigeria is broke, Nigeria is broke, Nigeria doesn't need to go and borrow money. Some of these young people online, they're kind of a joke. I don't see it as a joke. I'm saying that is the state of mind of what they have done to their psyche. If Nigeria need money, they said Nigeria should come and play 2 sure. Nigeria should come and play 2 nap or 3 nap with maybe 1 billion naira. Sure you get. If Nigeria is playing that, one of these days, Nigeria can win 100 trillion naira. And Nigeria economy will just be like, great. That's how addicted some of them have become. Can you even imagine this?
So what the Nigerian government they do us?
1 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. They are looking for that tiny result that can at least, they are starving. They have nowhere they wanted. I mean, they have no real clarity about their lives. They are just waiting for that payday. That payday. Man, just cash out 200 million, 300 million, like that. My life done better and all of that stuff. Look at young people, young people.
So what the Nigerian government they do us? Okosha, see our work. Okosha, see our work. See our work, Okosha. Now visual, gamble now you bring for us, Okosha. You know go better for you. Visual on top of our money. See young boys. This 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock midnight. So the Okosha they do us. Nigerian government help us ban visual. This Port Harcourt Agri Road, close to AP town. See this man, see I'm gonna lose. Indian native, sit down for ground. Nigerian government, when I help us, I beg. Tinubu, I know he be drug man, but help us, if you feel help us. Even here I don't know we get like this, but I don't know we get like this. Tinubu, drug man, help us. Straight Nigerian youth, straight up to us. Okosha, I know better for you. The carry people are going to kill us. You see, bad king can be this agri.
He said, Okocha, I know go better for you. So, Okocha, what be Okocha own there? Somebody is asking. Okocha advertised the bet king. And he will be like, bet responsibly. Bet with the money that you cannot, that you won't really feel. Now, all those advice that they give drug users too, you get, they go say no to use them. Now small. Sure you get. You know, you just mix that now small. Just put on for like this. Put on for your toe. Put on for your head. And all of that stuff. Until you become addicted and you're like, I want to die. Oh. I want to die. Oh. Yeah. Don't worry. You know if you die. Actor, no, they die. Because even if you die, at least you go die a warrior. Because you are a champion. Baba, your life don't mess. So Okocha and some of these celebrities, they are advertising betting to young people. Sure you get. And they will just show that they just made so much money. Look at my house. Thanks to Bet King. Look at my latest car. Oh, 2023. What do you call it? I don't even know car. 2023 GLX or whatever. That is what I get for playing with Bet King. Now, all these people where we say Nigeria, they show shaggy. They want to drive Benz. They want to lift their family out of poverty. They want to do this. They want to do that. And it seems, I mean, the easiest way is either to go into crime or become a gamble addict. So people are dying. And I decided to speak about this, not because I have a magic wand solution. I have never been an addict of anything per se. So I may not be the best person to advise some of you, okay? But I can tell you something. And this is an advice that I kind of follow myself. If you're having problem, gambling addiction, the first thing I'm going to say to you is that you are never going to make, sorry, one sec.
In the time of poverty like this, the economic principle of Yusuf is what everybody should apply in his own lives. Eat little, save more. You don't know what is happening. Kese la nri lowo, makasakasa timbo. A dollar was just 800 naira or thereabout a couple of months ago. Now a dollar is over 1,000 naira. How much will it go? Nobody knows. Tori to nse falafulu. Ogba salary ikilawa.
Here is my own advice for you. You are never going to make that million. That is going to take you out of poverty from gambling. You are never going to. You are not that person. You see that gambling that you are seeing so. There are people who are professional gamblers. It's their job. They know when to move and they know when to stop. But if you are gambling because you want to get out of poverty, Baba, Oma, five or more poverty, you know. Let me give you an example. When I first came to the UK and I was seeing all these adverts for Euro Million at the National Lottery in the UK. So, as a typical Nigerian, I started imagining what's it going to be like for me to just win that 200 million pound sterling, win that 89 million, win that 120 million, that I will just become an instant hero. I'm telling you my life 12 years ago. And you can tell, like, you know, when you are still hustling and trying to get your feet and find your feet and all of that stuff, sometimes you just feel like you have money. Everywhere I was be going, you know, I will be seeing the advert. This week, the total money for this Euro Million this week, 80 million, 85 million. And I'll be like, oh, more. I just win that money. I will go win your last song. That was the time I actually thought I was so determined that I was going to win like 170 million or so, right, in the UK. Now, 170 million is the jackpot. There are other money you can win. You can win 100 pounds, you can win 50 pounds, you can win 10 pounds, you can win 2 pounds. Sure, you get category. But me, I was aiming at that one. And I was there. This is true story, true life story. If you are a gambler, listen to me, okay? Now I use my own life example. Take and talk to you, because with that path you are going, it is going to ruin you. It's going to empty you. It's going to turn you to a very worthless person. Something that you are not seeing right now. But hang on. So I just came from Nigeria and I walked straight into a store. And they said I could just choose 5 number and 2 extra. So to me, if I won that 147 million pounds, or more, imagination won't finish me that year. I was like, first thing, I would let them announce me. I am the winner. Because if you want them to announce you as the winner, they will give you 500,000 pounds. Okay? If you want to go public. But if you don't want to go public, that's fine. They will just give you your money, make arrangements and all of that. So I was like, I will go public and I will collect that 500,000 pounds. So I won't touch my 147 million. Around that time, news would have broken. They would have said, I was imagining myself, because I've seen the images of people who won the lottery in the UK, splashed all over the newspaper. Some of them, kind of clicking glass wine and all of that. Some of them like that. So me, I already kind of in my head, I've sort of imagined how I'm going to post for the press. When they come, I will just be like that. I can't remember exactly, but I was like going to be Then you see that 500,000. I said by then the news would have be broken in Nigeria. Like somebody won 147, the jackpot in the UK, a Nigerian and all of that. So Nigeria media, Nigeria government, and everybody would have brought out their calculate how much is 147 million pounds. And, as usual, as Nigerians, that I don't think of how I go spend the money. But you see that 500,000 pounds, I would just say, it could be like, say, I'd be Mr. Ward, that person who just won the beauty pageants, right? Or somebody who just won the World Cup in boxing. I would just say, they should tell the press that I want to come on a tour to Nigeria. I want to come and help the poor people. And I need the government of Nigeria to come and welcome me. The meeting was Nigeria. I was imagining that I could just enter Nigeria like a very, very hey, I go sleep, I know they sleep. And they think of which kind of people are allowed to see me. What kind of people are going to be, you know what I mean? And I was playing. I was determined I was going to win. I had no real money, but I never missed spending at least 20 pounds, 10 pounds, buying different tickets, getting it on. Now, when I can't sit down one day, and I was winning. In fact, in all fairness, right, I actually won about 420 pounds at some point. And that sort of strengthened my, my belief that I was going to win. And I was going to come home, and all of you are going to read about me. All of you are going to know when I left Nigeria. All of you are going to say, see that guy. Like this boy, like this guy life done better. 140, can you come million? Baba, now one day I consider and I can't realize, I never win anything in the last 3 months. And I calculated how much I have spent. I have spent over 150 pounds. In the last 3 months, I didn't win shishi. Not even 12 pounds. I was winning 12 pounds, 7 pounds. Sometimes I will spend 10 pounds. I'll win 750. I'll lose 250. I'll pay again and I'll do that. Baba, it was later I realized that if I continue like that, one day I'm going to make that my dream, chasing it. Until people go, they see me, they chase, they pick a bottle, they pick paper, they pick poly bag on the street. And they will say, we don't see first with a man for Glasgow. The guy did Glasgow. Now Nigerian guy, don't know mad. God knows what in the chase. So, but now Pangolo in the chase, Pangolo and the paper in the chase all about, because I would have probably. So when I saw that video, and I was like, if you are a young person,
we have to be very careful. People have a right. And I keep saying it. We don't have a right as Muslims to block the road because we want to pray. We don't have that right. People have a right of passage. They have the right to use the roads.
Calm down. I'm coming back to you. I told you there is this new thing about my broadcasting software. If I make face, if I make hands, and if the two of them should connect and make a sign, here you get, it's just going to freeze me. I'm still trying to figure that out, so that I will be very careful of the kind of sign I'm going to be making and all that. Now, the bottom line I'm trying to make here is this. Number one, don't ever believe that you want to gamble your way into wealth when you are not a professional. Like I said, there are professional gamblers, professionals that loses money too. They lose millions and they win millions too. So it's like, you know what I mean? But if you are poor, struggling, and you want to get out of poverty, gambling is your easy road to, the easy ticket to multi-dimensional poverty. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the next one. And when I was growing up, we had people that, there was no internet, there was no app for you to bet. It was just the corral, the pools. My family made a fortune, okay, from a pool business. If you have heard about a Naira pool, unfortunately, you know, they will say, some people say, you know, Papa and Mama and all of them, they lived a miserable life because they lost all their money to the pool, to betting. Or if you have heard about Naira pools, the Baderos, so we actually made some fortune. Not me, but my family. My family made a fortune from that pool business. But back then, you could easily tell an irresponsible father, even children, who will tell you their papa na useless man. When you begin to check the activities of the old man, he's a gambler. Every pool house is there, trying to double his money, trying to think that once he hits it, once he makes it, he's going to lift his family out of poverty. They grow old. They never hit. Sure you get. So if you want to gamble, just like, don't make it something that your life depends on it. You are never going to be. It's never going to lift you out of poverty. And you know something? There are always going to be stories of those who have made money. You will even see some of them. But what they will never tell you is that the only smart one who managed to get something out of it, they run away. But you, who has been getting something as well, you have to go greedy for you to hit that big. You will never hit that big. So I advise a lot of you who are suffering from this. Okay? It is not, nobody is doing you. Okay? You don't have spiritual problems. Don't let anybody tell you that your gambling or your joblessness is because of spiritual or evil people after your destiny. I don't want you to continue to believe that you have no spiritual attack that is making you to gamble. It is your self-control that you should please work on. Though people say, poor man no really gets soul of his own that is not readily available for hire. You see all the frustration everyone is facing? You see the hardship and the misrule and every other thing that we have been complaining about? Those are the things that continue to speak to you that you need a way out. You need a way out, and you need a way out now. The only place your brain could really figure out for you so far is where you could make a quick money. There are many ways you can make quick money. But any one of them that is asking to bring a tiny bit to make a quantuple, it will never make you rich. It will never save you from poverty. If you are winning small money right now that you are saying, my good they play. You know how much money they make sometimes. I know say they lose money, but they cash out too. I have won 200,000, I have won 400,000, I have won this or that. But look at you. You are still betting. All the money you said you've made and things you said you've managed to get with, right? But look at you. Just calm down and take a look at yourself. You are still pretty much desperate. And that means you are still chasing the ball, and which means everything you think you might have gotten from it, you have already returned them back to it. You just didn't probably want to tell yourself that yet. In order for your own case not to end up like these guys, I implore you, okay, to first start with dropping that idea that gambling can save you from poverty. It won't. it will destroy you. It will turn you to it will shall reduce you to almost nothing. You will be okay. I know, kind of make it worse for you, but I hope you would be. If you have anyone in the family and the rest of them, just tell them that they can stop the moment they stop thinking gambling, or gambling will take them out of poverty. But in this 2024, 2025, 2026 of this APC, I hope a lot of us will be able to hold the pledge and maintain it. I'm going to take calls. You know something? I'm going to let all of us go to bed tonight. We'll take calls tomorrow. All right? I will have us here back again tomorrow. And thank you so much, at least for spending your evening with me again at this point. And I'm so sorry that I didn't let you kind of use the rest of your time of this session as well. Pardon me. Like the broadcast, share it, subscribe to my channel, right? Because I am still keeping it up. Keeping it all together till when Kolu will give the content of that 27.5 trillion and how much more money they are going to actually borrow. Then you will have a lot to have to chat with me about in the coming days. So thank you, and you have a wonderful not just the week, the evening. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ìmọ̀ yìí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ìmọ̀ yìí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.